they are in Oswego, but not by much. I'm here waiting for my bus, but if you look closely, you can see the icicles, right? So keep in mind that most of the icicles, let's see how thick it is. You can actually see how thick the ice is right here. Yeah, there's definitely some thickness to it here. I have a ruler so I can check how thick the ice is. It's not too thick. It's about, about 3/10 of an inch. And it's starting to melt. It's starting to drip a little bit because of the high sun angle. But you could also see, this whole thing is just covered in ice. Yeah, we had I'm holding the ice right here. We didn't get that much ice. I think here in Syracuse, we got like a coating. Yeah. There's the ice from the freezing rain last night. But then we had this is a fresh layer of snow. Some of the cold air starting to wrap back in. So the snow has, the freezing rain has changed back over to snow over the past hour or two. But if you look closely on the power lines, you could also see ice hanging off. So we got about half an inch of new snow after the freezing rain. We had some snow before the freezing rain started, and then after. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for lake effect snow for areas for southern Oswego and northern Onondaga counties. So this area can get upwards of a foot or more of snow. But most of the lake effect will be north of here towards Fulton and the town of Oswego. The city of Oswego should only get 4 to 8 inches. However, areas further south, like Fulton, could get 2 to 3 feet of snow. All right. Considering it's 2:47 now, the bus should be here in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, but we did get an ice storm here in Syracuse. But the storm is seeming to be over. But there's still some wraparound precip that's coming in. But you can see how cloudy the sky is here. That's some low clouds coming in. If you look closely, you can see there's no wind to speak of. The winds are dead calm. Dead calm. All right, thank you for watching. Bye. See how smoke is just going straight up. There's no side-to-side motion. There's no indications of any wind. Winds are dead calm here in Syracuse right now. Dead calm, about 32, 33 degrees. With very light flurries coming down. We had freezing rain, it then changed over to snow, and then it's still snowing. We just got very light flurries coming down. But for Syracuse, for Oswego tomorrow, it's going to be quite a day. It's going to be very stormy tomorrow and Tuesday. Areas in Oswego could get anywhere from a few inches of snow, depends on where you are, to several feet of snow. If the model shifts further north, then big time snows could potentially impact Oswego itself. But it looks like the core of the snow will be around the Minetto area. So town of Oswego, Minetto, areas around Fulton, down to Phoenix, actually north of Phoenix. So mainly south central Oswego County should get the worst of it tomorrow through Tuesday night. 2 to 3 feet of snow. While in Oswego, the city of Oswego, only 5 to 10 inches. I'm not expecting much snow. I'm expecting a similar setup to what happened on Friday, though models are predicting more, because the models are only predicting a few inches of snow, like up to about half a foot. But Fulton ended up getting over close to 2 feet. Some areas got over 30 inches. So there is a chance, there's a small chance that Oswego could get over 2 feet, but unlikely. So yeah, you see that right there? We're still getting snow flurries coming down. Okay, I'm waiting for my call for my yeah, my bus dropped me off here about an hour ago. That actually might be my bus. Yep, that might be my bus. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Yep, that's my bus. That is my bus. Yep, it's running an hour late, but that's my bus. Stand of that grate there. Yep, now it's snowing again. There comes my bus. There's a snowflake that just landed. Yep. Yep, that's my bus. Alrighty, it's the same driver too. Thank you. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm on the bus now, so yeah. Tomorrow for Oswego, it's going to be kind of tricky. It depends on where the band sets up. So I've been looking at the forecast. They're showing a northwest flow, but then a west flow over the lake. If we do get a west flow that sets up, that could put the heaviest snow right over Oswego, and potentially even areas northeast. But if a slightly more northwest flow sets up, that'll put the heaviest snow south of Oswego. However, your warmest temperatures are actually in the middle of the lake, which means there is a potential that the heaviest snows could fall in the inland portion. So morning weather shouldn't be too bad. The lake effect snow should start late tonight, early in the morning. But the worst of the conditions will be tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday afternoon. That's when snowfall rates of 1 to 2, even 2 to 3 inches an hour are not out of the question. The heaviest snows will fall in an area between Fulton and, let me see the map. So the heaviest snows will fall between the town of Oswego through Minetto and outward towards Hastings, including Palmero. And possibly Parrish. Parrish might get also some really heavy totals. But I think it's going to be the town of Oswego, Minetto, areas south of Oswego and north of Phoenix. Basically, Fulton might be on the southern end of the bullseye, while the city of Oswego could be on the northern end of the bullseye. So Fulton could be on the southern end, while the town of Oswego might be on the southern end. While the city of Oswego, where SUNY Oswego is, will be right on the edge of the heavy snow. So it's possible that the band could drift north and then drift south. And it's possible that Oswego could end up getting over a foot. Especially if a good band just sets right over Oswego. Keep in mind, this is going to be very cold air. Not like what we've had in the past winter. This will be the coldest air of the season. So it's possible, normally when it's going to be that cold, you'd get a north wind or a northwest wind. And you won't really get a lake effect, but this time you're getting that west wind over a very warm lake. I looked at the elapse rates, very steep. Going from the low 20s at ground level to below zero at 5,000 feet. That's quite impressive. So if we're looking at lake effect snow based on those temperature profiles, we could be looking at some very heavy totals. And the whole atmosphere is looking stacked with very cold temperatures aloft over a relatively warm surface water. Because the water temperatures are in the mid-30s, low to mid-30s. So you're looking at between ground level, between the lake surface and 5,000 feet, you're looking at about a 40 to 50 degree temperature difference. You're looking at a temperature difference of 40 to 50 degrees because it's going to be at the 20s at ground level. But at 5,000 feet, at or around zero. So yeah, you're looking at some very sharp temperature contrasts. Normally, you only need 15 to 20 degrees for a good lake effect. But we're talking about twice as much of a temperature difference. Twice to 3 times as much. So you're going to be looking at some very, very impressive snow totals. Thunder snow is definitely not out of the question. As for grapple normally happens when temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s to the low 30s. But you're going to be looking at temperatures in the upper teens to low 20s. So if you're going to be getting snow, it's going to be just very heavy snow. It's going to be like dendrites. I mean, you still might get grapple because of the convective motion, but your main precip will be very fluffy snow. And I'm talking about snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches an hour on average. So this could imply that areas in Fulton might get much more than what they got on Friday. So I'm going to spend all day in Fulton. I'm going to spend the whole day there. I'm going to leave Monday morning. I'm going to try to get the 9 a.m. bus tomorrow and stay in Fulton until around 6. And I might do the same thing on Tuesday, especially if my classes are canceled. There's a good chance that classes might be canceled on Tuesday, especially if the weather is as bad as they're predicting. So I might get a snow day 2.0 on Tuesday. It's looking more and more likely that Monday and Tuesday could be a very impressive lake effect event. All the difference makes is 10 miles north to south. Because what the NAM 3KM has been showing is a very heavy band of snow just south of Oswego, like literally just south. Same with the HRRR, same with the RAP. All the models are showing that the band is going to be mostly south. I've seen forecasts where it looks like it was going to go south of Oswego or just over or south, but ended up being north of Oswego. So, and they were trying to hint of the variation in the band, like whether it's going to go north or south. They were trying to hint on that, so that remains to be seen how much snow is going to fall in Oswego. As for Syracuse, a couple inches, maybe 3 to 5. 2 to 3 inches. But your biggest snow totals are going to be in like Phoenix. Could get up to a foot, 2 feet of snow. Like this is Phoenix right here. Oh, sorry, this is not Phoenix. This is Clay. Clay might get 8 to 12 inches. Um, Northern Onondaga County should probably get between at most maybe a foot and a half of snow. But there is a chance, small chance, that another lake band could form off of lake on the western side of Lake Ontario, and that could head towards Syracuse. But more likely, it's going to be further north. And as for the ice accumulation here in Syracuse, not much, about tenth of an inch, tenth to quarters of an 2/10 of an inch of ice. Yeah, I think the winter weather advisory was smart, and now they're issuing a lake effect snow advisory. It's the same system. It's gonna be that wind coming off the lake from behind the system. So for Oswego itself, for this campus, I'm forecasting between 6 and 12 inches of snow total. While the town of Oswego could get between 1 and 2 feet. I mean, I'm just going by what the model said. It could be 2 feet in Oswego for all I know. But right now, I want to, go with what the models are showing because they have been really good with forecasting snow. So I'm forecasting 6 to 12 inches. I'm going to currently check the 18Z of the NAM, which is coming in right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's further south or weaker, but hopefully not. Let me check right now. I'm at the surface. So it's showing even a west-southwest wind over Lake Ontario, but it's showing the band going south of Oswego, which doesn't make any sense. If you're going to get a west-southwest wind, it would make more sense for the band to be going like this or straight across. I mean, it's showing a northwest flow coming off of, look at the body. So it's showing a lake band coming off of Georgian Bay, which is a part of Lake Huron, then coming across Lake Ontario, but then trying to become more parallel to the lake, but it's still kind of coming off at a northwest angle, despite a west wind coming over Lake Ontario. So it's possible that Oswego could be in the bullseye. Maybe the model is just having trouble handling the orientation of the band. Maybe it's going to be further north. So even areas like Pulaski and Mexico could end up getting a lot of snow in that case. So yeah, it's possible we could end up getting a pretty significant lake effect event tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday afternoon. How much? As I said, it's pretty hard to determine right now, but based on what I saw in terms of the wind profile, I'm going to say Oswego is going to get at least a foot of snow. The town of Oswego. I think the location of the band is wrong with what the GFS is showing. I think it will be further north, possibly even north of Oswego, maybe towards Scriba or Mexico or New Haven. So those areas might get up a lot more snow if the model is correct in terms of the wind direction and its intensity. So, but either way, this is looking like it's going to be a very thick band. This is not looking like it's going to be some lackluster band that's broken up. It looks like it's going to be a pretty intense band that could be really hammering Oswego. This could be the first time in many years that Oswego gets a significant lake effect snow event. So I'm going to end the stream now, and I'll start one tonight when I get home. Thank you for watching. Bye.